Good afternoon. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. I have a few things to discuss today. I didn't make any notes, and I hope I remember it all. But anyway, everybody is talking about the drought. The drought in California. The drought all over the United States. And somehow or other, people didn't put two and two together. If we have a drought in California or throughout the United States, and we produce our food, it's going to affect us too. Tomato products, anything based on tomatoes, are said to go up another 30%, and that besides what we're paying for them now. And yes, people's gardens didn't work out this year because of the droughts. The cherry tomatoes did fine because they don't use as much water. But the big tomatoes use a lot more water, and they didn't produce as much. And by the way, California produces 96% of the tomatoes that we use in the United States. 96%. And they have a big drought over there. In fact, they're even rationing the water. So you can guess it's going to go up all tomato products. Diced tomatoes, sauce, salsa, spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, or anything that has a tomato base on it, tomato soup, is going to go up 30%. They say 30%. But if fast is any indication, it'll probably go up 100%. That's the way it is. Potatoes. I've been saying these things for months. Get your potatoes. Dehydrate your potatoes. Freeze your potatoes. Do something. Can your potatoes. Get potatoes. And I've been saying, get tomatoes. And get your tomato bases. I've been saying that for months. I don't know how many people are listening to me. I don't think very many people are. Not from my observation, anyway. Unreal, isn't it? Corn. It's going to be another short supply. Then you got the farmers. The corn is planted, yes, but it dried up. It's still standing in the field, but it's dead. You won't produce any corn. Wheat for your flour. Same way. They planted it, and it died before it could produce any wheat, any grain, because of the drought. And then you got the war going on over in Russia and Ukraine, where we get wheat and a fertilizer. And so that kind of does things in too. Sorry, people. Some of you have to take your heads out of the sand. I keep saying this, and nobody listens to me. Oh no. Buy what you can. Remember, get your basic stuff first. That doesn't mean you go and buy all this long-term stuff. Yes, I have long-term stuff. But I built up my pantry first for my stock stable. And I have lots of tomatoes stuff, but I use a lot of tomatoes too. And I have more tomatoes coming in. In fact, in my oven today, I'm roasting tomatoes and onions and garlic. And I will take them out, and I will put them through a food mill, and I will add spices, and I will make my spaghetti sauce and my pizza sauce. That's what I'll do. Tomato juice. I don't know how many of you use tomato juice. I use a lot of tomato juice. Vegetable soup. Vegetable V8 is what I'm trying to think of. Juice. stuff is going to be expensive too. It's based on tomatoes. Anything that got tomatoes in it is going to be expensive. Any kind of potatoes are going to be expensive. That's the way it is. More expensive than what they already are. Meats, of course, we know meats are expensive. I don't know. Pretty soon, we're not going to be able to even afford to go in their store. But build up your pantry first. 1 or 2 cans at a time. Or, like some people are saying, buy 5 extra things every time you go to the grocery store. Or you go to Dollar General, or Dollar Tree, or wherever you buy your groceries. 5 things at a time. And that will stack up. You build it up really fast. And remember, everything you buy today, you're going to save money. Because it's going to be more expensive tomorrow. Or if not tomorrow, the next week, definitely next month, and definitely next year. So buy stuff you need. Don't fill your pantry with stuff that you're not going to eat. Thinking, it's a good buy, I'll buy it, or eat it. If you don't like it, you're not going to eat it. And it's just wasted money, period. So, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to get it across to those that have their heads in the sand. I guess we just keep repeating, huh? I don't know. But it's getting desperate out there, people. Shelves are getting empty. Gas is down for now, but you can get bed. It's going to go up. Heating. Oh my gosh. They're predicting a hard, cold winter for everybody. Not just those of us up in the northern plains. Up in the northern plains, they're calling it hibernation country. That means we're going to be hibernating. When it gets so cold, we won't be moving. So we'll need our pantries and our heat. The electricity and the heating oils, heating things, whatever you use to heat your house, that's going to go sky high too. It's already going high. So what are you going to do? It's getting desperate. If you need help getting food, for Pete's sakes, go to your food pantry and get the food. But if you don't need the food, please don't go get it. There are others that will desperately need that food. And if you can manage without, and I will manage without, then leave it for those who need it more desperately. Does that make sense? And if you get, I'm not going to even go into this because it's a sore point for me. Food pantries have always been a sore point for me. Because I see these people that go out and buy everything else, and they drive a brand new car, get a big fancy house. And now they're going to the food pantry. You know why? Because their bills are getting too high. Sorry, people, cut back. That's what we had to do. That's what most of us have to do. Cut back. And don't say you can't cut back, because I've done it. I've been there many times. I've lived through many recessions. I've lived through some tough times. Very tough times. In fact, I've lived through times where I had exactly 1 potato in my house to feed 3 of us. 1 potato. That was it. Yeah. I had an episode where I unexpectedly lost my job. Hawkins was laid off. I was, yeah, terminated. Came out of the blue. The only job I could find was one that paid $7.25 an hour. And it was part-time. I was cleaning other people's house. Now I don't object to cleaning anybody else's house. I don't object to that at all. But I only have a few hours a week. How do you survive? How do you pay your rent? I cut everything. I mean, everything got cut. Cable got cut. Electric bills got cut. Telephone got cut. Everything got cut. Food budget got cut. I was spending $15 a month for food. That was it. And no, I didn't have food stamps. And no, I didn't go to the food pantry. I survived on what I had at home. $15 a month, ladies. And that wasn't too far long ago either. Less than 10 years ago. Okay, people? So don't tell me you can't cut back. You can cut back. You don't need these fancy coffees. Make your coffee at home. Add your creamers and take it with you. You don't have to pay $5, $7 for a cup of coffee. Take your lunch with you. You don't have to spend $5, $6 out for lunch. There's probably more now. Cook at home. Cook at home. Don't use your takeout. Don't go out to eat. I'm saying this against my family because my family has a restaurant.